So that's Spider Baby. Your thoughts?
Yeah, I'm gonna even backtrack further on what I said halfway through us talking again.
This is the best movie I've ever seen. You've convinced me.
No. I'm backtracking again to my original statement because you made me realize how confused I was by a lot of stuff. It's definitely an interesting movie. Did I enjoy it? I guess I did. But it was neat. I liked a lot of the scenes. I definitely found some of the comedic parts funny. I mean, especially like my favorite scene was the whole dinner scene.
Oh, that scene's great. I thought the funniest scene to me was when Schlocker was being killed.
Yeah, yeah, it's great. Yeah, but then I mean, like even like for horror elements, the part where Virginia and Elizabeth are on the stairs, and then he flicks the light on, and you see that they're holding weapons. That was great. The house, like the set itself, it was kind of schlocky, like it was kind of jokey. Like it looked kind of like.
Well, I mentioned the Munsters house.
Well, yeah. I almost want to say it looked like a stage production. Like what a spooky house should look like on the inside, like full of cobwebs and dust and dirt and grime.
Well, yeah, I mean it's just classic like haunted house
Yeah,
imagery.
Yeah.
I mean the house is not actually haunted, but that's kind of what it looks like. Just super run down. It's got rats. It's got spiders.
Owls.
Lots of spiders. It's got tarantulas. Oh, the owl scene. That scene was great. The owl scene was great because that was when Schlocker was just kind of wandering around the house, and he comes into this room, and there's like an owl like mounted on the wall. And then all of a sudden it moves its head and starts making noise. And it's just like great because it does look like it's like a stuffed owl there.
Yeah. Going back to your original question, I think I enjoyed watching the movie, but did I enjoy the movie? I don't know. I certainly enjoyed parts of it, but it was certainly interesting. I think I'll leave it at that for me.
Okay. I like this movie. I like this movie a good deal. I think it's effectively funny in parts. It's not like laugh out loud, like a joke a minute type thing. The humor's different than that. The humor is very silly at times. The Schlocker death scene, what he's saying is pretty darn funny. But, it's good. And the movie it makes you feel uncomfortable throughout basically the entirety. And that is just the story itself, because there's some disturbing stuff going on. All the more disturbing back in 1968, I'm sure. Mm-hmm. The performances, too. I mean, Sid Haig as Ralph is completely believable.
Oh,
you don't think for 1 second that guy's acting. He just comes off as this, like, weirdo. He's almost like an animal.
He's got these big bulbous eyes and a bald head and very
Sid Haig's kind of a weird-looking guy to begin with, to be perfectly honest. So this is kind of a great role for him. Yeah, his is probably my favorite performance, even though I think all three of the siblings are great. And really, I think I mentioned that scene with Carol Olmert as Emily, where it's like, what the hell is she doing? This is really weirdly acted. And then, Schlocker's, it's not a great performance as Schlocker. Everyone else, I think, is really strong. Mm-hmm. The guy playing Peter's pretty good.
Yeah.
Virginia is creepy as hell.
She's eating bugs throughout the movie. It's just creepy.
Yeah, and then I like Elizabeth, too, as you can tell, like, she's crazy, but she's got more of a grasp on reality than her other two siblings, and she's, like, probably the most conflicted because of that. And then Lon Chaney Jr. is Lon Chaney Jr. He looks old and washed up, and it's almost sad seeing him here because he just looks so miserly. But, he does a fine job with his part.
There's a bit where you see him crying when he's talking to Elizabeth and Virginia.
Oh, yeah, they fed him hot sauce for that scene.
Oh, did they really? I was going to say...
No, I'm just making that up. I don't
damn
know.
it! Not again, you got me again. I was just gonna say he's crying that he's in that movie. Like that's not. He's just like, where's my career gone?
The dude was in The Indestructible Man.